Guess what you're thinking. 18 with a pink PPT speaking at a TEDx. She's fearless. Or maybe she's way in over her head. How did she even get this spot again? Don't worry, you're not the first. Every time I walk into a room, people already form a story about me before I even open my mouth. Today, I'm here to tell you the real one and why it doesn't matter to you. Because whether or not you realize it, the same very thing is happening to each and every one of you. Every time you walk into a room, a Zoom meeting, or even a WhatsApp group, people are already forming an opinion about you, what you stand for. That opinion, that impression, that story is your personal brand. In a world where our faces appear on the screen before our names do, and our choices live online forever, your personal brand is no longer optional. It's inevitable. The only choice you really have here is to whether or not let other people write it for you or own it yourself. Here's the thing. Studies from Harvard prove that an impression about you is formed merely within seconds, and online, it's even faster. Microsoft studies also conclude that people decide almost immediately whether or not they are clicking on your profile, meaning your personal brand is already affecting you before you even get to introduce yourself. Here's the thing. Psychology says that it merely takes only 7 seconds for someone to form your first impression. And 55% of it is based on how you look or your body language. 38% is based on how you speak, your tone. And only 7% is based on your actual words. Imagine, in 7 seconds, only 7% is based on what you speak. I learned that the hard way. At 14, I was just another kid sitting in the 4th row at my first Model United Nations. By 18, I was leading and running the largest Model United Nations of Gujarat. Same girl, same blazer, only this time I knew the story I was telling. So in a world where impressions are made so quickly, within seconds, both offline and online, what could you actually do about it? Today, I want to leave you here with 3 shifts that turned me from the kid in the 4th row, the person you see here. First, awareness. Most people don't even realize that there is a story or opinion being told about them. Start noticing. How does your Instagram bio read to a stranger? What tone does your email signify? How's your body language in that 1 minute of the meeting? Even small cues like your expressions, your clothes, your response timings are data points feeding someone's mental image about you. Second, ownership. Once you know that there is a story being told about you, you can decide what changes, what goes, and what leaves. That doesn't mean creating a fake personality. It just means highlighting what's authentically you. For me, it was leaning into being good and young rather than apologizing for it. For you, maybe it's showcasing your creativity. Or for you, it's maybe displaying your curiosity or even proving how reliable you can be. And finally, action. Your brand isn't just a one-time bio update. It's the consistency of your choices. It's where you show up to class, where you reply to texts, and the way you speak on stage. Once your behavior starts aligning with the story that you want to tell, your brand stops becoming an accident and starts becoming an asset. Let me take you into a real moment. Recently, I was in a negotiation between a multinational and a youth-led company. Sitting across from people who were twice, thrice my age, with decades worth of experience. One of them leaned over and whispered, not so quietly, "She's saying I'm right." In that split second, my brand could have been team, play, business. But because I was intentional about the way I showed up, from my prep to my homework to my opening line. By the end of the meeting, they weren't asking who let me in. They were asking when they could sign the deal. Same girl, same blazer, just the story I chose to tell and not the one I inherited. Let's look at another scenario, shall we? Another student, as bright as you, with maybe a little better work experience, walks into an interview late with a half-done LinkedIn profile and an outdated CV. Within 7 seconds, the panel has decided not ready. And guess what? They don't even get to the part of the interview where that person can show off their talent. That's the cost of leaving your brand to chance. I want you to try something right now. Think of the last WhatsApp message, last DM, or even a email that you sent to a person you didn't know that well. If that person had to pick 3 words to describe you from that message alone, what would those 3 words be? And are you really comfortable in letting those 3 words be the headline of your story? This isn't a scare tactic, it's an invitation. You already have the raw material, your values, your quirks, your ambition. All we're really doing here is making them visible, consistent, and relevant. When I walked into the stage, before I even said a single word, you formed a story about me. 18 with a big puberty, maybe fearless, maybe known for her hair. But now, you know my actual story. Because here's the truth. You don't get to decide if people have a story or form an opinion about you or not. Only the one they end up telling to the other person. In the next 7 seconds after you leave this hall, someone is gonna read your email. Someone is gonna look up your profile and someone is gonna judge you by your clothes. And that person will silently pick those 3 words to define you. My challenge to you is this. Don't let those 3 words be an accident. Make them the headline you would actually be proud of. Because the question really isn't what's your personal brand. It's who is writing your story. Starting today, from this moment, make sure the answer is you. Thank you.